This is Mount Everest, and it's a really tall mountain. There's no denying that at just under 30,000 feet. It's not the tallest from base to peak, though. That title belongs to Mauna Kea. But all that isn't important, because what I want for the world is for everyone to know what the highest mountain is. Like, what mountain has the most drugs on it? And if you're thinking, hey, don't you have better things to do with your life than spending days researching, scripting, and editing a video about this? Nope. No, I really don't. So, to answer the question of what is the highest mountain, we need to define a few parameters first. What counts as a drug? Because I don't want like a medicinal wellness mountain full of statins, NSAIDs, or erectile dysfunction medication. I want a mountain that gets you messed up, a mountain that has potential to ruin your life. So for this video, drug implies illicit or controlled substances. Specifically, we're going to be talking about the big plants that grow: cannabis, the coca plant, and the poppy plant. You know, the ones that make the good stuff. Next, what counts as drugs on mountains? Obviously, it's a bit hard to keep records of how much partying occurs on specific mountains, though I will give a shout out to what mountain range that probably is the most partied on at the end of the video. Instead, we're going to look at the types of drugs that grow on the slopes, base, and peaks of mountain ranges. Then, how will we know which mountain is truly the highest? Well, in this video, I'll be providing you with all the information I can about the crops, yields, and dosages for 3 of the highest mountain ranges I've found. Then, you all will have 2 weeks in the comments section to vote, and in 2 weeks I'll make a video crowning the highest mountain in the world. Lastly, I found when researching this video that the poppy plant, which is where opium comes from, only grows in soft meadows that look like the Windows 7 screensaver, and only whilst listening to soft classical music. But both the cannabis plant and the coca plant love growing on the sides of mountains while listening to heavy thrasher metal. Now, with all the disclaimers out of the way, let's get to the hard facts, hard drugs, and hard decisions. These are in no particular order, and we're starting with Willamette Mountain Range in California. This mountain range is situated in California's notorious Emerald Triangle and produces 1.7 million pounds of cannabis annually. While there hasn't been a scientific lethal dose of cannabis discovered yet, it's safe to say this mountain range might be close. At a 10% THC percentage, which I feel is quite conservative, that's 170,000 pounds of pure THC. That's enough to see through time and walk through walls, and at a dose rate of 10 milligrams, which I've concluded is the standard dose after nearly a minute on Wikipedia, that's 7.7 billion doses. That's a high mountain. Next up is the Andes Mountain Range, where the coca plant grows, and where it is believed to have come from. The Andes produces over 2.2 million pounds of coca leaf annually, which once made into the fun form, the coke form that you might recognize from when your doctor looked like this, makes nearly 27,000 tons, which ends up being somewhere around 36 billion average doses and 1.8 billion lethal or Elvis-sized doses. In addition, the Andes Mountains make up essentially 100% of the global coke production, as the plant doesn't really grow anywhere else, meaning this mountain range has stricter licensing than Nintendo. Finally, I present you with the Hindu Kush Mountain Range. Yes, they are so high they are literally called the Kush Mountains. This is the beloved birthplace of Mary Jane and not the Spider-Man character. This is also why cannabis is sometimes referred to as Kush.
Dad, look, it's the good Kush.
This is the dollar store. How good can it be?
I think we can all agree it takes a pretty special mountain to become synonymous with the drug itself. In terms of yield, it's estimated to be around 7 million pounds of cannabis per year, and assuming the same 10% average THC content, that's around 700,000 pounds of pure THC, working out to around 31 billion doses. Hell, you might be able to undo a Thanos snap with that kind of power.
You should have gone for the head.
So, there you have it, the 3 highest mountain ranges I could find. The Willamette, the Andes, and of course, the Kush Mountains. I wanted to give an honorable mention to the Rocky Mountains, which I could not confirm except anecdotally to be the most partied on mountain range. Did I miss any other high mountains? Let me know if I did in the comments, and also don't forget to vote for your favorite. If you like this one, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I put quite a bit of work, too much work, into this. And yeah, I make new videos every week, so I'll see you next week. We're on the road to 103 subscribers, and hopefully we're going to get there before Christmas. All right. Thanks so much. Bye.